This video essay is dedicated to the communities around the world. We have forgotten the meaning of the community. It seems that today everyone has their own definition. Yet we all feel divided. We don't know our neighbors. We barely know our friends. Communities used to bring us together. Yet today we are farther apart than ever. The playgrounds are empty as children are more glued to the screens. We have forgotten the beauty around us. We have forgotten our roots. We have forgotten what brings us together. And I believe that it's time for us to regain the knowledge lost to us. And on this mission, I will boldly embark to foster community gardens, to bring children and adults together, to let children learn plentiful bounty of the nature, the place where it can be together and grow together as community. In a moment, we will welcome you to the interview with Ilya Tatarenko and his vision to bring communities back together.
Good evening, viewers. My name is Regina Phalangi, and tonight we've got a special guest for you. Ilya Tatarenko has come up with an interesting idea for battling community division, and we've got him here tonight. Ilya, how about you join us?
I'm absolutely glad to be here. Stoked to bring my vision to your audience.
We're so happy to have you here. I've been following your work for about the past 6 months, getting ready for this big reveal, so we're really excited to hear more about it. Tell me a little bit more about your vision.
So, my vision is quite simple. In today's world, we've been separated. Communities are divided. People are not really talking to each other, interacting all that much. And I cannot blame us. We're living in these sprawling urban centers. We're commuting in our own cars, to the polluted streets. We barely talk and see other people. The only time we actually interact with anybody is by buying something. And I'm here to change that.
That's fantastic. That's great to hear. So what is your solution to the problem?
Well, I believe we all should quite literally root ourselves back down, grow roots. We should go ahead and start gardening.
So your solution is gardening?
Yeah, you know, like for kids and stuff, like and adults, like anybody can garden. You know, when I started taking yoga 3 weeks ago, my teacher told me, you gotta find yourself. And to find yourself, you gotta ground yourself. You gotta touch the grass, get to be one with the nature. And you know what? It clicked. I said, why not gardening? Why shouldn't we all work together as a part of a greater community? Neighbors, kids running around, all the good stuff, you know?
Okay. So how do you plan to accomplish this then? What's your game plan?
I'm glad that you asked me. Well, our biggest challenge this second is to actually get enough viewer engagement, to spread the word there, to get masses behind us, so we can go ahead and lobby our representation as city council to find a plot of land. After we find a plot of land, we'll need to make sure there is a proper permitting and proper zoning for that land so we can cultivate it.
Okay. So, what obstacles have you been facing?
There's a lot of obstacles. One of the biggest ones is not everybody has their gardening tools. We live in the cities. We don't have rakes. We don't have shovels. So it's got to be getting the folks around and making sure we have enough tools to properly do gardening to begin with. We have to also select appropriate climate-controlled trees and specimens of the fruits and vegetables. You see, the problem is Washington is extremely sunny but very dry climate. And we don't want those trees to die. So we have to water them plentifully. Another biggest thing is...
You said Washington is sunny?
It's not just about sunshine. It's about places for people to socialize, to get together and help each other. Do you have kids?
No.
But if you would have kids, you wouldn't want them to sit down inside the room, on their cell phone, their computers. You want them to go outside there, learning a thing or two about nature, getting their hands dirty, seeing the world, connecting to other people, right?
I don't like gardening, so.
Okay, I'm glad that you're agreeing with my point though there. So,
What obstacles are you facing?
well, we have a lot of obstacles. Besides the creating representation and getting community together, we have to work on our funding. So we'll try to get donations and fundraisers, and we're going to make sure that we're having also possibly membership fees for the garden, so we can actually start funding our small little project. Another big issue for us is not everybody has tools at home. And you know, that's difficult because without those tools, we're not going to be able to appropriately cultivate. So, and the biggest issue is making sure that we have a community engagement besides just having a garden. Because garden by itself is there to bring community together. There's no community and there's no engagement from members of society. It's naturally going to have much impact on the overall situation. So we're going to make sure that we bring that word to people.
So at the end of the day, what would you consider to be a success?
You know what? I'll measure even smaller successes creating a small little club for gardening, community gardening, and getting the word out. That's going to be my first measure of success. To make sure that people are actually interested in and actually rallying people to get more interest in that. Now later on, of course, we want to take more concrete steps to organize and actually lobby for it.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently community gardening is the only way to solve all of our issues. And I've just wasted 6 months of my career on this, so thank you for nothing.